Askfirmations are such a powerful tool that I decided to do a masterclass on what exactly Askfirmations are and how to implement them. Also, I'm going to give a personal story as to how Askfirmations have changed my life. And then I'm going to reveal to you at the very end my favorite Askfirmation of all time. Hint, it is from Neville Goddard. A comment down in the comments below if you think that you know what I'm going to say, what the Askfirmation is. So let's get started. This is a masterclass, so I'm going to give you a lot of content right now. I had to write things down because, again, it's a lot of information. What I'm going to explain first off is that Askfirmations have been around for a pretty long time, and I want to make sure that there's no glare on this whiteboard. Okay. Askfirmations, I believe that it's trending right now, which is great. I think that Askfirmations are amazing. There is an author by the name Noah St. John. He created a book. It's called Affirmations, but it's trademarked, okay? So we're not using this word. And I think that's why Askfirmations is being used instead of Affirmations. But they're the same thing. And what an Askfirmation is it's a question rooted in your preferred reality, okay? Anything that you are wanting to experience, whether it's a new job, new wealth, new health, or love. Mainly the three topics are as such: health, wealth, and love. So whatever topic that you're wanting to receive a change in your reality, you can tailor the question in that preferred reality and have your mind work for you to find the solution. For example, I use the three topics of health, wealth, and love. So why am I so wealthy? This is an example of an Askfirmation. Why am I so wealthy? Why is my SP so loving? Why do I love my body and have excellent health? These are all great examples and very general examples of what an Askfirmation is. Now, before I go into detail and go into depth, Askfirmations are helping your mind be in the problem and then figure out a solution. So not only, and this is usually what happens, we have affirmations, right? We have things that we are telling ourselves, such as I'm amazing and I'm incredible, I deserve to have X, Y, and Z in my life, I'm loving, I'm adored, I'm cherished. So these are all great, and affirmations work, by the way. What makes an Askfirmation very powerful is the fact that it is rooted in a problem format. So by asking a question, you're now saying that you are already currently living in this reality. You are going straight to the end, as Neville Goddard would say, and you are living in the end as if it has already happened. So if you are wealthy and let's say you're not in your current reality, but you start asking the question, why am I so wealthy? Then to your brain, it's going to be like, okay, why am I so wealthy? I had no idea, but since you already said that we're wealthy, then something's got to change. We need to figure out, why are we so wealthy? Well, maybe it's because you do this. Maybe it's because you feel this way. Maybe it's because you think this way. All of these solutions will enter your mind, flood your mind, really, and cause you to enter into a reality that answers why you are so wealthy. Now, what I love about this topic, and I love that it's trending right now, this entire trend about Askfirmations, is that Askfirmations are going to lead you to a solution that is rooted in the 5 core beliefs about yourself. So in every aspect of life, you have 5 beliefs, and this is by Bashar. Bashar talks about the 5 beliefs. And each belief has its own value. It has its own measurement. And every time you are asking yourself a question, it's going to lead to one of these 5, or maybe more. It doesn't have to be one, it could be multiple. So, for example, when you ask, why is my specific person so loving? The answer at the end of the day, even if the answer is complex and leads you to multiple circumstances or multiple feeling states, multiple thoughts, at the very end of the day, why is my specific person so loving? Because I'm so worthy, because I'm deserving, because I am loved, because I belong too. Sorry, the cat food dispenser is going off. Okay, now it's done. So, why is my specific person so loving? It's covering a lot of these aspects, and you can even argue that I'm capable is one of them. Moving on to, why do I love my body and have excellent health? Well, it's because I'm worthy, it's because I'm deserving, and I'm definitely capable. Look at all the things that I'm doing in my life, the way that I'm eating, the way that I'm talking to my body, the way that I'm having this amazing relationship with food. It's all going to be connected to these 5. So in one of the videos that I just recently posted about self-concept, and I'll leave a link up above, I talked about how these core beliefs, when you change them on the subject that you're wanting to switch, so let's say it's a specific person, if you change your core beliefs about how you feel on that subject, you will start to see a shift. And Askfirmations are leading you to the same thing. So it really is however you want to put it, however you feel the least amount of resistance. I think that this is a great way to get to your preferred reality. Now, I wanted to give an example of how I used Askfirmations in my life to completely transform my body image, the way that I viewed myself, physical appearance, and then also my relationship with food. When I would wake up in the morning, after I was willing to change, okay, so I had been dealing years, guys, of therapy. I was just always trying to figure out how to have a better relationship with food and how to raise my self-esteem, how to just enjoy the body that I was given and that I was given at birth. So when I was going through the therapy and doing all of these different tricks and tips, it was reinforcing, okay, and you know what, let me preface this because therapy is not bad, okay, and it does work for people. However, for me, whenever I went to therapy, I was reinforcing the same behaviors that I had. And this is through the Askfirmations, when the therapist was asking me, okay, why do you feel so low about yourself? Why do you believe that you're not able to accomplish X, Y, and Z with your body or your weight goals, your anything that was along those lines? It was reinforcing, and I felt like I was rehashing the same old story. With Askfirmations, you putting yourself in the preferred reality and you rooting yourself in the preferred reality means that it's already here, means that here is the problem. Here is something that we can take a look at, and I need a solution as to why I am so wealthy, so successful, so important. So after I was done with therapy, I actually found a book. It's called Intuitive Eating, and I started reading this book. That was the biggest step. That was the biggest step in changing my relationship with food, because now I eat intuitively. I can eat whatever I want, whenever I want, and not feel anxious towards gaining weight, losing weight, feeling like I need to have this tight grip on food, right? Askfirmations that helped me create this new relationship and this new dynamic with food and change my physical appearance was, okay, how would I feel as this person? The version of me who is this amount of weight, how does she act, feel, and behave? And think. Now, there was a version of me who didn't like going outside because they felt so uncomfortable in their body. I was at a point where I just did not like doing things. I didn't like socializing. I didn't like the version of myself. So that version of myself had to disintegrate. It had to move away from me. It's not like it completely went away, because energy is neither created nor destroyed, but you get the point. I had to completely change the dynamic of myself, and I did that with Askfirmations. I started asking myself, okay, if I was this, or since I am this now, how am I going to behave with the world? That means that I would start going out. I would start connecting with friends again. I would start hanging out with people and going to social settings and going to that restaurant, going to that party, and still having my boundaries, still honoring myself and my limitations and the true beliefs that I had about food and my body image. But at the same time, every time that I asked myself, what is that version feeling, thinking, and acting, it put me into a different mindset, and it made me relax, and it made me realize that what I'm doing is the new version. That is the new version. So this leads me into my favorite Askfirmation of all time, by yours truly, Neville Goddard. On page 15 of Feeling is the Secret, he poses the question, how would I feel were my wish realized? How would I feel were my wish realized? And as a bonus, how would I think, act, and feel knowing who I truly am? And really sit with that. If I am who I am, and that is enough, how would I feel, think, and act? There are many different Askfirmations that you can do, and I think that this is really fun. I hope that you guys find a lot of peace and a lot of joy using this technique. It's a great thing that you can do to help prompt yourself into the reality that does exist for you. You wouldn't even be capable of imagining it if it was not possible for you to obtain right here and right now. So I hope that this has been helpful. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.